Assalamualaikum guys, welcome to my channel Electronic Devices Analysis. So guys, our today's topic is solved examples based on common base configuration. This is the part 2 of our common base configuration series. So guys, watch this video till the end and don't skip in between. So guys, let's start with the example of common base configuration. So guys, in our today's lecture we will solve this example based on common base configuration, because the base terminal of this transistor is common between the input loop and the output loop. So it will be a common base configuration and we will have to find the collector current IC, the collector base voltage VCB, and then we have to find the output characteristics of this circuit and indicates its Q point. So guys, let's start with the solution of this example. So guys, as we have already know that to solve any circuit of the transistor, first you have to see the step 1 is you have to see that the transistor is working or not. A transistor is working when its base emitter junction, the base emitter junction is forward biased and base collector junction is reverse biased. So this will be the base emitter junction and this will be base collector junction, because this is base and this will be collector, this is base and this will be the emitter. So it will be base emitter junction and this will be a negative side, because this will be NPN transistor, negative, positive and negative. NPN transistor and negative is connected with negative and positive is connected with positive. So base emitter junction is forward biased and this condition will be met, and base collector junction must be reverse biased and base positive is connected with negative and negative is connected with positive. So it will be a reverse bias condition. So both conditions will be met. So guys, and then we have to analyze or solve the input loop of the transistor and then its output loop. So guys, first we solve the input loop of the transistor. We will apply the KVL formula, the Kirchhoff voltage law. This arrow will touch the positive side first and negative side later. So we will write plus 15 volts minus, and there is a drop in 5k resistor, so 5k into IE, because IE is emitter current and this will be the emitter balance, so we will write IE over there, and minus, because this will be negative side, so we will write minus, and this base emitter junction is forward biased, so there is drop of 0.7 volts and this will be equals to 0. So 15 minus 0.7 is 14.3 volts, which will be equals to 5k into IE. So IE will be equals to 2.86 milliamps. We will find IE and we will have to find IC. The relation between IC and IE is that first IE will be equals to 1 plus beta times IB, and IC will be equals to beta times IB. So put the value of beta over there. This will be beta is equals to 100, so 101. Now beta of the transistor is given, which is 100, so 101 into IB, which will be equals to IE, and I is 2.86 milliamps. So 2.86 milliamps divided by 101, this will be equals to base current, and base current will be equals to 28.3 microamps. So put the value of IB over there and beta. We will find IC, and IC will be equals to 100 into 28.3 microamps. So IC will be equals to 2.83 milliamps. So guys, we will find IC from there. Now we will have to find the VCB. The VCB will be given by the output loop. Now we'll apply the KVL formula to the output loop of the transistor. So there is the output loop of the transistor and there is a junction present, which is collector base junction. There will be a junction present, collector base junction, which is positive. So, and there is a drop over the resistor, which is minus 1.5k. There is a 1.5k resistance and there is a current is present, which will be equals to IC. So 1.5k into IC, and there is a battery supplied voltage, which will be equals to 5 volts. So it will be with the negative sign. So 5 volts will be equals to VCB plus 1.5k into IC. So VCB is over there, VCB will be equals to 5 volts minus 1.5k into IC. So VC will be equals to VCB will be equals to 5 minus 1.5k, and there is a value of collector current which will be equals to 2.83 milliamps. So VCB will be equals to 5 minus 4.245 volts. So VCB will be equals to 0.775 volts. So our question is find IC and VCB. So first question will be made, and IC will be equals to 2.86 milliamps, and collector base voltage VCB will be equals to 0.775 volts. So now we'll have to plot the output characteristics of this circuit and indicate the Q point. From the output loop you will find the output characteristics of the transistor. In output characteristics there is a current present IC, and there is a junction present which will be VCB. So the output characteristics are drawn between IC and VCB from the given value of IB, because the base junction or the base terminal is grounded and it will be common from this circuit. So for every value of IB you will have to plot the output characteristics curve. So we will plot the output characteristics first. So guys, now we will plot the output characteristics of that circuit. The output characteristics are drawn between IC and VCBs, and IC the collector current will be on y-axis, and VCB the collector base voltage will be on x-axis. As we have already known that the transistor is operated in three modes of operation: the saturation region, the cutoff region, and the active region. So in saturation region the value of IC will be equals to VCC over RC, and in cutoff region the VCB will be equals to VCC. Why we can find, as we have already known that VCB will be equals to VCC minus IC into RC. In saturation region the VCB will be equals to 0, so it will be 0 VCC minus IC into RC. So from there IC will be equals to VCC over RC. So therefore this will be over there. And in cutoff region VCB will be equals to VCC minus IC into RC. In cutoff region IC will be equals to 0, so therefore VCB will be equals to VCC. So therefore VCC over there, VCC will be 5 volts, and VCC over RC is 5 volts divided by 1.5 kilo ohms, and this will be equals to 3.33 milliamps. So we will plot the graph by taking the values of IB. So output characteristics are shown by these lines. These lines are taken, and every value will show the value of IB, the base current value, and we will find the value of base current. IB will be equals to 28.3 microamps. So as these lines are tends towards the x-axis, this value will be shown decreasing. So this will be arbitrarily taken. This will be of 20, this will be of 30, this will be of 40, and this will be 28.3 microamps. So by joining this line, this will be a straight line, and this will be called the load line of the transistor. This will be called the load line of the transistor, and it will be cut over this point. This intersection point of the transistor is called Q point of the transistor. The Q point of the transistor is the stability factor. As the transistor is more stable, it will be work more efficiently. So guys, we will find the Q point of the transistor, we will find load line and plot the output characteristics. and find the value of IC and VCB. So guys, that's end from this example and today's lecture. Thank you.